Moving on to the second set. Well, second set is actually again not very difficult. If you understand the data given and the logic to be followed, the questions will turn out to be not very difficult. So let's see what is happening here. So Samay, India's leading edtech company, organizes CAT mock exam. So this is the information given to us. So we have this information which talks about the total number of students who gave the test. This talks about the total number of males, and these talk about the people who cleared the cutoff in each section. So that's the information, and each bar, green is for morning, blue is for afternoon, and of course the yellow is for evening slot. So this is the information with us. So if you're looking at the first question talks about what is the maximum revenue that Samay can generate from the students in the morning slot. So if you're looking at the first question, maximum revenue. Now remember, it is mentioned that everybody who's writing the test is joining. If you want the revenue to be maximum, you want minimum people to get the scholarship, right? Because everybody is joining, minimum people have to get the scholarship. So what is the minimum people who can get the scholarship? So look at the miniature graph that is present over here. I'm looking at the morning slot. So morning slot, 58 people wrote. What is the minimum people who can get all three section cutoffs? So this is basically a Venn diagram that you have to draw. Venn diagram of English, LRDI and Quant. So English total is 30. LRDI total is, English total is 41 people who clear the cutoff. LRDI is 29 and Quant is 52. Okay. Now the total is 58. So whenever you're trying to look at a maximum minimum Venn diagram like this, look at, so this is exactly 1. So all these are exactly 1. So these 3 tick marks are exactly 1. These crosses are exactly 2. And this part, let's call this a star. The star is all 3, exactly 3. So exactly 1 plus exactly 2 plus exactly 3. If I add every area once, the total should add up to 58. Whereas if I add the circle 1, circle 2, circle 3, what I'll get is exactly 1 plus 2 times exactly 2 plus 3 times exactly 3 area should be equal to, the sum of all the 3 circles is 122. These are the 2 primary equations you always make when you're dealing with 3 parameter maximum minima. Now the next step will be to subtract one from the other. So if you subtract them, you'll get exactly 2 plus exactly 3, 2 times exactly 3 should be equal to 64. Now the third step here, always these are the 3 steps that you need to follow. First step is create these 2 equations. Second step is subtract them. Now the third step is subtract these 2 now. When you subtract these 2, you will be getting E3 minus E1 is equal to 6, which means E3 is equal to E1 plus 6. Now remember, we want minimum number of people to clear the cutoff, which means minimum number of people clearing all 3 sections. So exactly 3 should be as low as possible. So the minimum for E1, because it's a number of people, is 0. So E1, if you take as 0, then E3 will be 6. If E3 is 6, then you will be getting E2 as 52. This is the logic with which you get your maximum minima. So follow these 3 steps whenever you're dealing with 3 parameter maximum minima, which means we can see that 52 people will get pass or will get cleared or will clear the cutoffs in 2 sections exactly, and there will be 6 people who will be getting their cutoff in all the 3 sections. Now, these 6 will get scholarship, these 52 will not get scholarship. So the amount they'll collect is 52 into 25,000. 25,000 is 1/4 of a lakh. Plus the 6 people will get 1/4 is the actual fee, but another 50% discount. So they'll get only 1/8 of 1,000. Okay. So basically this is 4 to 3s. So this is 55 by 4 lakhs. How much is 55 by 4? 4 goes, 4 ones are 4, 5, 6, 25, 4, yeah, this is lakhs, right? Yes. Did I make an error somewhere? 52 into 1/4 plus 6, 6 into 1 by 8. So this is 1 by 8. So this is 55 by 4 lakhs. How much is 55 by 4? 4 goes, 4 ones are 4, 5, 6, 25, 4 4 yeah, this is lakhs, right? Yes. Did I make an error somewhere? 52 into 1/4 plus 6, 6 into 1 by 8. So this is Just a minute, I'm just checking if there is any error, because I'm getting 16 and 16 is not there in the options. So 54, 52 by 4. 2 4s are 2 3s are 55, 52 plus 3 is 55, 55 by 4. Where did I go? 4 ones. Oh, sorry. Okay, there's no error. I think my mind is playing games with me. 55 by 4, so 4 ones are 4, then 15, 4 3s are 12, 4 7s are, and 4 5s are 13.75. This is correct. Nothing is wrong in this. So 13.75 lakhs is the amount that they can make. That's the maximum amount they can make. Moving on to the second question. In this set, what is the maximum number of female aspirants who can get 50% scholarship test across all the 3 slots of semi-cat admission test? So you want to look at maximum women getting the 50% scholarship, which means they should be clearing all the 3 sections. Now, if you look at the morning slot women are 30 male and 28 women, because total is 58. So the remaining 28 are women. Similarly, afternoon slot, 31 males and 67 women, which means women are 36. And evening slot, 53 is the total, 32 is the female. So basically you're talking about 21. So these are the number of female aspirants in the 3 slots. Now look at your VAR. So you're looking at morning slot 41, 29 and 52. These are the 3 people who are, or the number of students who cleared the cutoffs in English, DILR and Quant. Now, what could be the maximum people who cleared all 3 cutoffs? That could be 29 itself. That could be 29 itself. However, remember, 29, you don't have 29 women, you have only 28 women. So the other person has to be a boy. So in the morning slot, all 28 women could have got the cutoffs. Similarly, if you're looking at the afternoon slot, 31 cleared English, 27 cleared DILR and 58 cleared Quant. Maximum number of women who can clear all 3 are 27, because you're looking at 27 DILR, 27 English and 27 in Quant. It is possible. So out of 36 people, 27 only can clear. So you will say that this is 28, this will be only 27 who can clear the cutoff, all 3 of them. And evening slot, you have 35, 31 and 41. The maximum people who can clear the cutoff in all the 3 sections is 31. And you have 21 women only. So which means 21 women out of this 31 are clearing the cutoff. The remaining 10 have to be boys. So this is only 21. So the total will be 76. That is option A. Okay, again, if you understood what exactly happened, this is not a difficult question. Hardly any calculation in this. What could be the minimum ratio of the revenue generated from male aspirants in the evening? To the female aspirants in the afternoon. So this should be minimum. If this is minimum, then minimize the numerator, maximize the denominator. Minimize the numerator and maximize the denominator. So you want the revenue from male to be minimized in the evening. So if the revenue from male to be minimized in the evening, you want maximum males to get all 3 sectional cutoffs in the evening. So in the evening, you can see that 35, 31 and 41. These are the 3 so these are the 3 numbers where the sectional cutoffs are cleared. So what are the maximum people that you can have males? You can have 31 of them clearing all 3 sections. Now males are 32 in the evening, out of which 31 are clearing all 3 sections, and that one person is not able to clear the all 3 sectional cutoffs, which means these 31 will pay 1/8 of the total 1/8. So 1 by 8 lakhs. So because 25,000, that is 1/4 lakh is the normal amount. So 1/8, 50% of that they will pay. Plus this one person will pay normal 25,000, which is 1 by 4. This is the minimum revenue that they can generate. Divided by, now female afternoon should be maximum. Female afternoon should be maximum. What happened in afternoon? Afternoon, you can see that 31, 27 and 58. 31, 27 and 58 are the number of people. What could be the maximum revenue that can be generated by the females? Now if you notice, females afternoon are 67 minus 31. So 36 are females in the afternoon. So is it possible that none of the females clear the cutoffs? Yes. All these 36 I can say, because these figures can come from males. And I can say that all my females did not clear the 3 cutoffs. Yeah, they could have cleared 1 cutoff, they could have cleared 2 cutoffs, but none of the females have cleared all 3 cutoffs, which means maximum revenue is 36 into 1 by 4. This is my answer. So let's take a look at what is this. So 1/4, this 1/4 goes halves. So this is 31 by 2, which is 15.5. So this is 16.5 by 36. That is 165 by 360. 11 doesn't go, so 5 3s are 5 7s are 35, 5 2s are 3 11s are 3 2s are 6, 3 4s are 12. 11 by 24, option C is your answer, right? Moving on to the next question. So next question actually is a bit lengthy, because you have to look at how many statements here are true. So if you're looking at each one of these 3 statements, you're basically saying the first statement. So you have to go statement by statement and see how many of them are correct. So if you start looking at the first statement, it says the revenue generated in the evening slot could be the least among the 3 slots. So you have to look at the least in all the 3 slots and see whether it's possible that the morning slot or rather the evening slot is the least amount. So let's do the basic calculation. So the minimum revenue in the evening slot is basically 29 of them getting 1/8, because 50% revenue, yeah, and 29. So why 29? In fact, let me show you why 29. So I remember the 29, so I just wrote it. Yeah. So you can see that 29, 41 and 52. So I can say that 29 students got all 3. Because I'm supposed to minimize the revenue, I'll maximize students belonging to all 3. So 29 into half, into 1/8. Plus, now remember, total there were 58 people. Total there were 58 people, out of which 29 of them are getting a scholarship, which means the remaining 29 are not getting any scholarship. This is the minimum amount possible in the morning slot. Similarly, if you're looking at the evening slot, so if you're looking at the evening slot is, yes, so you have 31, 27 and 58. So 27 into 1/8, you can say that 27 of them are getting the scholarship, and the others are not. So if you do the same calculation, you'll get 27 into 1/8, and totally there are 67, which means the remaining 30 will, remaining 40, not 30, remaining 40 will not get your scholarship. So that is into 1/4. This is the minimum most possible. Similarly, if you're looking at the evening will be, how much will that be? Yes, so that will be 31 into 1/8 plus the remaining 22, because total is 53. So 31 of them are getting scholarship, the remaining 22 will not get a scholarship, into 1/4. Okay, so so we can clearly see that this is 22 into 1/4 and this is 31 into 1/8. And similar, so if you try to compare them, so you will get, so this is 29 plus 29 into 2 by 8. This is 27 plus 80 by 8. This is 31 plus 44 by 8. Clearly you can see that this is the least possible. And yes, which means it may be the least possibility. Okay, so which means one may be true, one is true. Okay, similarly, if you look at the second statement, the maximum absolute difference between the number of male aspirants who received a scholarship. In fact, okay, when I come across such lengthy statements, right, I would probably come and check that at the last. Let me take a look at the easier or the smaller statement. So if you're looking at the fourth statement, it says the number of aspirants receiving scholarship in the evening slot is at least 1. So the number of aspirants receiving scholarship in the evening slot. So if you look at evening slot has so 35 in English, 31 in LRDI and 41 in math, whereas totally there are 53. So let us see what is the minimum who can get all three scholarship, all three cutoffs. So exactly 1 plus exactly 2 plus exactly 3. We saw the basic idea. We are going to repeat that idea here. So exactly 1 plus exactly 2 plus exactly 3 should be equal to 53. Whereas exactly 1 plus 2 times exactly 2 plus 3 times exactly 3 should be equal to sum of these three. So this is 40, 70, 100, 105, 106, 107. Now subtract these two, you'll get exactly 2 plus 2 times exactly 3 is 454. Now subtract these two, you will get exactly 3 minus exactly 1 is equal to 1, or exactly 3 is 1 plus E1. Now what is the minimum E3 you can have when this is 0? Minimum E3 is 1. That's what is mentioned here. The number of aspirants receive scholarship in the evening slot is at least 1. This is correct. So this is also true. So we got 2 true. So this is not correct. Now all of the above are correct, maybe true. So if we get one mistake or one false, then the answer should be option C. Okay, or it could be option A also. So let's see 2 and 3 also. We'll have to verify for 2 and 3. So as of now, we got first and fourth to be wrong. If first and fourth is wrong, then let's take a look at third. The number of aspirants receiving scholarship in the evening slot cannot exceed 30. So these two are related. Now, number of aspirants receiving scholarship in the evening slot cannot exceed 30. So can I get 30 of them receiving? So 35, 31, 41. Now here I'm saying maximum people getting the scholarship, here. So maximum people getting the scholarship, if I take 31. Now do I have 31 possibility? Yes, so 31 is possible. You can see that 31, which is the minimum in LRDI, those 31 can be a part of this 35, and those 31 can also be a part of this 41. So 31 is possible, and here they are mentioning that as 30. So this is false. So the answer is, this is true, this is true. Now the answer could be option A, because none, which means this. If this is true, then you'll say that 3 of them are true, 1 is false, then answer is option A, none. Or if this is false, then you'll say the answer is option C. So you have to verify the second one. So what is happening to the second one? If you're checking the second one, what is the statement? The maximum absolute difference between the number of male aspirants who received this scholarship in the morning slot. So male morning. And the number of male aspirants who received the scholarship in the afternoon slot. So minus male afternoon. This is 30. Could be 30. Could be 30. So let's take a look at male morning. So morning, what happened? I have 41, 29, 52. So maximum people who can clear all three sections is 29. Do I have 29 males? Yes, I have 29 males. So morning males maximum could be 29. Similarly, if you're looking at male afternoon, where are we? Afternoon males. Minimum, okay, we are looking at minimum afternoon. So what is happening in afternoon? Yes, we have 31, 27 and 58. Now again, what is the maximum I can have? Maximum I can have in the afternoon is 27. So maximum. But I will also look at the minimums. So if you want to look at the minimum here, I will again have to do the same thing. Exactly 1 plus exactly 2 plus exactly 3 here. Again, it's lengthy. Ideally, this question should have been left, because the moment you see this kind of a question, which of the following is true, it means that you have to solve 4 to get one answer. It's 4 solutions you're doing. So this kind of question should have been left in the exam. That's a learning for you if you did not leave. But anyway, so coming back to this. So if you're looking at the morning slot, total number of males are 30. Okay, total number of males are 30. Whereas you're looking at 29. So what is the minimum number of males who can get all 3 sections? So if I want the males to be minimum, I will maximize my females. So what is the number of females I have in the morning slot? I have 28 females. So what I'll do is, while there are 29 people who can get the scholarship because they are clearing all 3 sections, I can say 28 of them are female, which means one of them have to be male. Similarly, if you're looking at the afternoon, while there are 27 people who can clear all 3 sections, the females are 36. So all these 27 can belong to females, which means here it is 0. So now they're asking me 1 to 29 is the male morning, 0 to 27 is the male afternoon. What is the maximum difference between these two? The maximum difference is when 29 and 0 is taken. So 29 minus 0 is 29. You can't get 30. Therefore, this is false, this is false, this is true, this is true. So 2 false and 2 trues. The answer is option C. A bit tiresome, a bit lengthy. Ideally, you should have done the first 4, then in this do 3. While the 4th one can be done, you should have left here.